Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going over the muzzle device that's on the end of the mighty washer that you guys see right here, and you probably saw throughout the intro. This is the Tri Tip. I did not name it. I claim no responsibility for that flash hider, but it's a flash hider. It's also kind of a combo device as well. I've been working with the folks over at Circle 10 to kind of come up with this, and honestly, it's probably a 95% my design. So if it sucks, it's my fault. But basically, as many of you guys know, on anything sort of smaller than 308, I tend to always go flash hider, simply because brakes usually aren't needed, and oftentimes they overcompensate. The slant muzzle device is a great example of that. Typically when you fire it, if you're using correct form, your rifle will actually dip rather than not rise, if that makes sense. So dipping is just as bad as rising. So wanted to come up with a product that could give you a little bit of help with the muzzle climb, but primarily make the flash much smaller than it would be otherwise. So that was the primary goal of it, but again, secondarily, a little bit of muzzle control. So that's what we came up with here. I also wanted to make something that didn't ping or ding or ring when you shoot. I know that's something a lot of you guys are really bothered by. Doesn't really bother me, but I know people are bothered by it. So that's kind of why we went with the design of these prongs here. So the prongs are intentionally thick, and that has to do with mitigating the actual ping. And there's also some material taken off of it as well, which is something that a lot of companies have done. A lot of companies will actually kind of like flute their little prongs that come out. This is sort of the opposite. It's like fluting the inside of it. This is how it was done. So I've had this one in for a few months now, been testing it, shooting it a ton, and so far, I've been happy with the results. What we're gonna do that really is gonna kind of speak for itself is some low light shooting here. I had my camera set up on manual, so it's probably not as good as it could have been otherwise, but you guys should be able to get a pretty good idea of what kind of signature you can see from a bare muzzle device. Then with the slant muzzle device, the slant brake is a great product. It's inexpensive, it works pretty darn well, but like I said, it has some issues with it. And flash hiding, again, is extremely important when we're talking about AKs, because AKs, particularly the ammo that we get here in the US, tends to not have flash retardant in it, well, unlike a lot of 5.56 ammo. So anyway, enough yapping from me. Let's go out there, check it out, and see how the footage actually looks in low light. Red Army standard ammo with the standard slant brake. See how it does. Make sure nothing's there, nothing's there. Use Red Army standard. This is with the Circle 10 flash hider. 16-inch barrel. Range is clear. Same stuff, Red Army standard, bare muzzle on the washer, so just to get kind of a baseline. Range is clear. The low light shooting sort of speaks for itself, and it definitely shows the efficacy of the product as a flash hider. Some folks on Instagram said that they thought it looked a little bit large, so I just kind of wanted to give you some size comparisons to a couple common AK muzzle devices. This, of course, is the Bulgarian flash hider. And then we have here our little slant brake. Hopefully I'll roll in some photos as well. It should help. So it's a little bit larger than a slant brake for sure. However, it's smaller than a lot of the other ones out there as well. In terms of weight, it weighs 2.5 ounces. It's made out of 4140 steel. Has a black oxide finish on there. I haven't been able to detect any ringing. Maybe you guys can here in the video, but you know, obviously I'm shooting with hearing protection on, but I don't hear any ringing at all or ping type noises that you do hear with some flash hiders. So in that regard, should be good to go. The last thing, I suppose, is always price, and it's not inexpensive. I believe the MSRP on this one is $79, and as of right now, I think it's exclusive to Circle 10 AK. That may change in the future. You got the geese doing a flyby. But anyway, it's exclusive to Circle 10 AK. I will put a link down below in the video description for it. If you guys have any questions about it at all, by all means, let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them. You can post them down below in the comments section or over at my Facebook page. That's generally speaking the best way to get in touch with me, though, because I do see all my messages over there, whereas on YouTube and elsewhere, I don't always see them. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I hope to see all of you in the next video.